Alright, boys and girls, this is Benjamin Bokchoy. Welcome back to our F1 Manager 2022 playthrough. We are done with 2027, about to head into 2028. This is the off-season here. So let's take care of the off-season. We'll check our emails. Obviously, this is another rundown of the finish, just the top finishers here. I did a rundown in the last episode. We were first place with 484 points. Ricardo, second place with 408 points. Verstappen in third with 282 points. Constructors Championship, Williams, Red Bull, and Mercedes. We almost beat Red Bull by 400 points there. So we'll check the rest of our email here. Thank you. Suspension research complete. Okay, nothing left to do. Let's distribute the points that we do have, though. Alright, let's just continue on with accuracy here. Oh, look at that. Alex is now an 87 overall driver. Daniel doesn't have any points. Oliver does have a point. Let's go into smoothness. So we got his pace in his first two consistency stats up to 83. I think maybe we should start working down on this here. We'll maybe work his smoothness and adaptability up to 75, and then we'll work on his overtaking and defending maybe up to like 81 or 82, and then we'll randomly add points to his pace and consistency while we're building up these bottom four stats down here. How about our staff? Nothing. I don't think so. Okay, so we signed everybody up at the end of this season. Simone Resta and Bono will want a new contract at the end of next season. Bono's really 53 years old? He looks like the guy Rivers Cuomo from Weezer, doesn't he? The lead singer of Weezer. Bono is older than Mosconi? Jesus. Mosconi looks like... Okay. So nothing left to do now, so we will just continue to simulate and finish out the rest of the season. Good season for us, guys. It was actually pretty tight towards the start of the season, I believe, and then it got a little bit less tight towards the end of the season, and we just started dominating. Although Red Bull always had a decent car. Well, except for maybe towards the middle of the season, they started dropping a little bit. All right, so we met this objective. We met this objective. That's good. Team rating is 1,000. Can we go any higher than this? Heritage 112. Are we at the max? Or are we not? I don't know. Team rating is at the max. Sport confidence high. Team bonus $1.5 million. Okay, check the inbox. Regulation changes. So the cost cap is going back down. Did something change? Oh, yes. Okay, so first place is getting more wind tunnel time, and the lower teams are getting less wind tunnel time, which I think is fair. Yeah, because P10 is getting 84 freaking hours. That's crazy. And we had some minor technical changes here for airflow sensitivity and engine cooling. So just some minor changes, nothing too crazy. And we did manage to get all of our research in for this current season, or 2028 anyway. So all of our parts are covered. Pit crew performance, we dropped 62, 62, 63, and 67. Okay. And race simulator poor condition. Where are we on the cost cap? $9 million. So we can probably take care of that now, just so it doesn't count towards next year's budget. Race simulator, $4.6 million. Okay, good. And nothing else, I don't believe. All right, so let's continue simulating here. Now, through the off-season, our drivers and our staff will continue to gain points, development points, cost cap limit. Okay, that's good. Driver changes. Oh, this is just our drivers. Okay. Oh, Ricardo actually has 2 years left. All right. I thought he only had 1 year left. He's got 2 years left. Okay. and we kept all of our staff for next season. So that's actually nice and easy for us. All right, refurb complete for the factory. Thank you. Another research complete for next year. Hopefully we are still #1 with the car. Although it might be actually a little bit more fun if our car dropped a little bit. We still have $60 million left. I don't think we can research anything, or if we can, we're not going to have any no hours or anything like that anyway. Although we do get a little bit of benefit, but I don't think I want to waste money for such small benefits. Yeah, as you can see, our top speed only goes up by 0.1. Low speed cornering only goes up by 0.001. So we don't want to spend money for such small changes like that. Let's just go ahead and continue. Season should be officially ending soon. There goes our rear wing. So we've hit every single part research for next year. God damn it. CFD simulator. All right. How much do we have left in the cost cap? $2.7 million. Do we want... Good God. $9.9 million. We're going to have to... Suspension and car parts test center will need refurb next year as well. 9 mil, 9.5, 9.9. Didn't I just pay for all of these last off season? You know what? We only get penalized with a fine anyway. So let's just go ahead and do it right now. We'll take the fine for next year. I'd rather spend our budget on something important next year than refurbing facilities. Okay, idle engineers. No, sorry. There's nothing for them to do right now. We have to wait until the season starts and we actually start developing parts and all that jazz. For now, we just have to wait. All right, there we go. Season starts in a few days. Scouting department upgrade complete. I'm going to wait until the next season to actually do all those upgrades and stuff like that. All right, new season. Are we in the new season? New season car reveal. All right, ATR period ends. There we go. All right, we are in the new season now. Sponsor obligations. I think we're going to keep everything the same. I don't want to mess around with this too much. Sponsor obligations, 125 mil lump sum. Race day factory event. Car parts manufacturing is paused for the day of the race. Factory 40,000 race weekend driver appearance. Driver's control performance rating will be reduced during each race weekend that they make a media appearance. No thanks. Driver experience gain is paused for the week. Yep. Primary relay rooms. Nope, who cares? Pit crew performance will decrease on each race day that the team hosts sponsors in the pit. Okay, that's fine. Race simulator weekly experience boost is reduced. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Alright, so this is our season objective. First or above, we want to win the Constructors' Championship within 2 seasons. I think that should be fine. Balance. Alright, so the cost cap has gone down by $5 million. Okay. Technical changes we already saw. Minor airflow and cooling changes, that's fine. Season prize share is the same as last year, and then the sporting is pretty much all the same. Points allocation is the same. It's just CFD hours have changed and wind tunnel hours have changed a little bit. Alright, so that is it. Now, who do we want to pick for our engine manufacturer? Do these things actually change in the off-season? So we went with Red Bull last year, obviously, because... yeah, best team finish. Is this the constructors standings? Yeah, it must be, because we were a Red Bull team. We finished first, and then it was Red Bull, and then Mercedes were third, and then Alpine were fourth, and then I think it was Ferrari was fifth. So yeah, this must be the constructor standings. any great difference. Now, ERS durability was pretty poor with Red Bull. Gearbox durability is pretty poor with Mercedes. But then again, you get 4 gearboxes. Do we want to go with Ferrari, maybe? Durability, power loss threshold is 80 and 91.4. Boys and girls, I think we're going to have to go with Red Bull once again. Well, the gearbox and ERS should be... Gearbox... Yeah, I think we're going to go with Red Bull again because everything lasted the entire season, even with Ricciardo destroying one of them. ERS is the only one that's lower than every other team's. Yeah, because the engine durability and the gearbox durability are good on the Red Bull, and it's just the ERS. So if we have to buy any parts next year, we're only going to have to buy the ERS. Let's go with Red Bull powertrain once again. Negative $15 million. Bye-bye, 15 mil. Okay. Now, let's check our drivers. Make sure we don't have any points to spend. Nope. How about our staff? We do. Couple guys. Simone Resta, +1. Let's go with chassis. And Riccardo Mosconi. Let's go with pit crew management. All right. What is Bono's? 96, 99, 97. And he is 96 all across the board. Okay. Good. I think we actually have to No, oh, that's right. We did it at the end of last season. Let's check our email. ATR period starts today. ATR allocations announced. Team roster update. Oh, let's go over the drivers. Okay. Williams, we have the same lineup. Red Bull has the same lineup. I don't know if Vershoor was the reserve driver last year. Mercedes has Ocon and Sainz once again. Alpine with Norris and Zhou Guanyu. All right, so Zhou Guanyu was a Ferrari driver last year, and he is now an Alpine driver. Marcus Armstrong is the Mercedes reserve driver. Theo Pourchaire is the Alpine reserve driver. Did we have Pourchaire on our team for a little bit? I can't remember if we did or not. I wish there was a way to check. Oh, I'm sure there is a way to check. Ferrari has George Russell and Oscar Piastri being upgraded from the Alfa Romeo to the factory Ferrari team. They got Jack Crawford as their reserve. Alfa Romeo has Mick Schumacher and K-Mag. Logan Sargent still there. I think Logan Sargent was with them, right? Yeah. So, who changed? If Oscar came from Alfa Romeo. I can't remember who was here already. All right. And Haas signed 2 former Williams second drivers. They have Nicholas Latifi in the first car, and they have Jack Doohan in the second car, and they have Dennis Hauger, who is the only non-Williams driver on this team right now. But Nick Latifi, 74 overall rated driver. Nobody else available right now? I don't know. McLaren has Gasly and Nick De Vries, and they have Ralph Boschung as their reserve driver. AlphaTauri kept Giovinazzi and Lance Stroll, Zane Maloney, their reserve driver. And Aston Martin has Vesti and Tsunoda once again with Isaac Hadjar. So Bottas is gone. Bottas is gone, and I think he's the only guy, right? Perez is gone. Yeah, Perez isn't here anymore. Actually, let's go take a look at the drivers. Perez is a free agent. Valtteri Bottas is a free agent. Why the hell is Nicholas Latifi in a car and neither Perez or Bottas in a car? They are open to negotiation. Roman Stanek doesn't have any affiliation right now. Nicholas Latifi is the worst guy on the grid. He is, even amongst the reserve drivers, he is the worst driver. But Haas decided to give him a drive. Okay. Where did Jack Doohan go? Oh, he's still at Haas. Okay. Let's take a look at any of the new drivers. The 18-year-olds. All right. Vladimir Zeman, Victoria Mahoney, Lorenzo Morelli, Joao Souza, nobody new that's good. Kadir Saliba still there, 62 overall. Anybody else? Arnaud Marchand still there, 63 overall. Nobody in their 70s though. Jean-Luc David, 62 overall in F2 right now. Daphne Abry, 62 overall. Who else? Renat Schmidt, 66 overall. Zach O'Sullivan, 71 overall. Oliver Behrman, who is our reserve driver. Where's the math major? Is this the guy? No, that's not the math major. Where's the math major? Ah, Enju. That face is so doofy looking. Alright, so he is a 58. Was he that low last time? I don't remember. Hi, Bubby. Okay. Was he that? I don't know. All right, let's get on with our all right, rules and regulations. Okay. So yeah, we don't need to see that. We've already seen that. What else is in the inbox? Idle engineers and unused scouts. Oh, let's take a look at the car analysis. What do we look like this year? Bam. All right. So we need help with the low speed cornering, and then we need help with acceleration. How are we compared to Red Bull? Ooh, Red Bull. No good. No good. How about Mercedes? Okay, Mercedes is clearly the third best team. Who is the second best team this year? It's not Ferrari. Is it Alpine? It is Alpine. Although Alpine doesn't have the... Somebody's got good high-speed cornering. Not Haas. Not AlphaTauri. Not Alfa Romeo. Aston Martin. Was it Red Bull? Ah, it was Red Bull. Okay, so they are third. Alright, so it looks like it's Williams and then... maybe Alpine. They have some firsts and thirds, but their high speed is 11th. Top speed isn't that good either. Maybe Williams and then Mercedes? Okay, so it's a fight between Mercedes and Alpine for the second best team on the grid right now. And then Red Bull is I think they have to be a clear fourth best team. Although with Verstappen and Leclerc, they're probably a lot higher than that. Okay, so that is it. We do have to start our card parts development. So I will take care of this real quick. I'm going to cut for edit and I'll be right back. Alright, so first one we're going to go with front wing to help our low speed downforce, and everything else is in the middle except for brake cooling all the way to the left. If we change airflow sensitivity and airflow front, either cornering or dirty air cornering gets hurt. So we're just going to keep this like this for now, and this will be our first development. And it's nice because if we actually go back, we have 4.5 MAU hours and 60 wind tunnel hours, and they both divide up equally into 3. So and we have more than we did last year, which should make it nice and easy for us. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We will put 6 engineers on there. If we go into intense, it'll cost us $2.4 million and should help us for the next development we make on the front wing. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we're going to cut for edit as I pick out our second one. Okay, so it's no surprise that we're going to go with the rear wing here to help us with our acceleration problem. We are going to go ahead and move DRS delta and drag reduction all the way to the right. Now the front wing should help our low speed downforce, so we'll just keep everything right down the middle. And then airflow sensitivity, once again, I think if I move it left, yeah, if I move it left, dirty air cornering goes down. If I move it right, then cornering goes down. So we are going to just keep it right in the middle here to make sure that we don't hurt either one. And this will be our second development. We will also go with intense. That will take 40 days. And now we have enough for one more project. And we are going to do another cut for edit. And I will be right back. Alright, so we are going to go with the underfloor for our third development here. Drag reduction all the way to the right. It adds 0.002 Gs to our acceleration, which is actually better than the other remaining parts, which only added 0.001. I think we're still... Okay, so that will actually move us up to first. But remember, other teams will be also upgrading their cars, so this might not look like this when it's all said and done. But the good thing is, all 3 parts that we have developed so far does affect the downforce as well. So all of our downforce will be improved with every single one of our upgrade parts. So let's go ahead and continue on with this. We'll do 6 engineers and intense. Once again, $2.9 million. It'll take 55 days. Should still come in before the start of the next ATR period. Let me see if I can find something else to upgrade without any hours to see if it will help us out at all. You know what? I think we are going to go with one without any hours here, because if we do the suspension here, our top speed actually goes up. Our acceleration goes up by 0.001 as well. And not insignificant changes to our other stats, except for brake cooling, which we don't care about anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're just going to do normal, 230,000, take 27 days. What if we go into intense? It'll still take 27 days, 690,000, but it will help with our next one. So let's go ahead and do that. So that is it for all of our upgrades so far for this year. We have 76 days until the Bahrain Grand Prix. Now, do we have one more ATR period before the season starts? Let me check. We do not. That is the Australian Grand Prix. Where are we right now? We are here. When is the next ATR period? Ah, okay, so that is the next ATR period, February. So we will have one more ATR period before the start of the season. Okay, so let's go ahead and simulate. I don't think there's going to be much here, so I will cut for edit once again. All right, so suspension design complete. Oh, Jesus. CFD simulator refurbishment complete. Unused scouts and suspension simulator poor condition. So we're going to have to go ahead and refurb that. I'm going to blow through all of our money that we made from last season. And then soon enough, the car parts test center is going to need some as well. Let's check our cost cap right now. We still have a good chunk of money remaining. And let's try not to spend frivolously this year. Oh, you know what? I'm going to get the car parts manufactured. What was it? Was it the front wing? No. Suspension. Yes, suspension. Okay, let's go ahead and just get this started. Plenty of time, so we're just going to do normal manufacture. All right, we are good. All right, we'll continue. Okay, so the, oh my God, helipad, poor condition. Only 150K, it's not too bad. All right, and the tour center, 420K, that's fine. Hospitality area. You know what? I'm just going to refurb it. I don't want to pay the $7 million to upgrade it. Let's just refurb it right now. Anything else needs refurb, so I don't have to keep coming back to this stupid... Yep, car parts test center. All right, let's go ahead and do that as well. We have $26 million left. Car parts test center, Oliver Behrman. Ooh, okay, so our drivers have some points. Not Alex and Daniel, but Oliver does. All right, so let's go... Adaptability, smoothness. All right, and how about our staff? Might as well do it while we're here. I think I'll wait for the chassis until the end. Everybody's got points. All right, we should probably add one to cooling. All right, Bono's got one. We're gonna put it to pit crew management. Bono is a 98. I think he's the closest to a 99 overall rated person in this game. And Ricardo doesn't have one. Okay. And I think that's all we needed to do. Let's continue. No cut for edit here because we have the rear wing coming in. All right, so let's go ahead and manufacture that front wing. I don't think I manufactured yet, right? No. We'll do 4, confirm, and then we will do the rear wing. And I think the underfloor will be coming in soon as well. Okay, so the underfloor has finally come in. Welcome to the 2028 season. All right, let's go and manufacture the underfloor. We'll do 4. Hello, Benjamin, once again. 600K, 4. We have 21 days till the Bahrain Grand Prix, so that should come back in time. There you go. Okay. Now, next ATR period is next week. So let's go ahead and continue with this. Goodbye, Benjamin. All right, suspension simulator is done. Let's go to the email. Yep, Oh my god, memorabilia room. Come on. Where are we? Oh, we haven't put the parts on yet. All right. So that is still good. Unused scouts. Memorabilia room, 800K. Let's go ahead. Still got $26 million. That's good. And I think we only have one more facility that needs to be refurbished at some point this year. Team hub will need to be refurbed at some point. Boardroom will need to be refurbed at some point, and everything else looks good right now. Weather Center's still got over half of that final bar left. Okay, let's put our parts on our car, not the chassis, front wing. Nope, there we go. Okay, and there we go. All right, and a couple more days until the ATR period starts. Stop. Okay, ATR period starts today. Let's take a look at the car analysis. Where are we? Boom. Oh, God. All right, so this might be another boring season once again, boys and girls. Let's check the other teams and see how much they've upgraded so far. Ferrari seems to have improved a little bit. McLaren still right there. Red Bull still with the 11th, 7th, 3rd. I mean, they may have upgraded the cars and just not put on the parts yet. Mercedes still the 3rd best team on the grid. Alpine, ooh, they've improved a little bit. They're 3rd, and 11th now. Wait, no. They went down. They were 1st, 3rd, and 11th. Okay, so maybe these teams just haven't put their parts on their car yet. So let's not bother taking a look. We do have some parts to develop. So once again, how many ATR periods are there? There are 6. 1, 2, 3. So we won't know the regulation changes until after the 2nd ATR period. So I think I'm free to just develop whatever parts I want to right now. So let's do that. All right, we'll cut for edit, and I'm just going to develop the parts that we didn't develop the last time. So I'll just take care of all of that right now off screen. All right, guys, we are back, and I went with chassis, side pods, and another front wing just because everything else were just minor improvements, and the front wing actually helped with a lot more of the car. And although obviously chassis and side pods were super cheap projects to develop, but just to kind of make the competition a little bit closer this year, I didn't want to just keep doing front wing, rear wing, and underfloors. So we're going to try to make the car performance a little bit closer by not going ham with the developments, and hopefully that will help the races be a little bit closer. So let's go ahead and simulate up to the beginning of the season, and then we will take a look at the car analysis to see what everybody's car looks like. All right, memorabilia room refurbish complete. Car parts test center refurb complete. Underfloor manufacturing complete. All right, and Bahrain testing results. We are first in everything, so it should be a pretty easy first race here. But then again, both of our drivers are in the mid-80s, while Verstappen and stuff like that are in the 90s. So if we take a look at the... Oh, look at that. Our low speed is back down to 3rd. Maybe it's a good thing I did do another front wing development. Let's see who is in 1st. It's not Red Bull. Red Bull looks exactly the same. 3rd, 7th, and 11th. Mercedes, they improved a little bit. They're 3rd in acceleration now. Is it Alpine? Alpine took the low speed again. Let's take a look at the value. Oh, we're actually tied, 2.655. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. We do outperform them in the high speed, though, so that is good to see. No, that's not what I meant to do. Show rank on grid. Let's just go through all the teams. Aston Martin looks like the worst team on the grid. Alfa Romeo, middling team. Alfa Tauri, towards the back of the grid. Haas, okay, middle of the grid. And then obviously we already went through those 3. We'll take a look at McLaren, back of the grid. Holy crap, their best ranking is a 9th in low speed cornering. All right, boys and girls, that does it for our off-season episode. If you think I've earned it, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Remember to eat bok choy. I'll see you in the next one where we will start the season at Bahrain.